Hello, hello, 1, 2, 3, check, check.
You got time for a quick chat? I appreciate it when you're...
रुक बे, तेरे को बार बार बात करने को होता है साला. Hello, hello, mic check. All right, सब है. Let me see. चल तो रहा है. All right, welcome back to our channel. मैं फिर से एक बार स्वागत करता हूँ आप सबका. और हम खेल रहे हैं स्टारफील्ड. कल हमने मंगल वाला मिशन का कंप्लीट किया था, वो फ्लीट का. और अभी देखते हैं आगे क्या होता है. ठीक है, अभी मैं ऑफलाइन में उसके आगे जो कमांडर है जिसने काम पे लगाया था, पकड़ के हमको अंडर कवर भेजा था, तो उसको मिल के आया. ठीक है, उसको रिपोर्टिंग करके आया. अभी ये
the way you handle things, not bad. Not bad.
ठीक है. चल,
Hi. Please
अभी उसका
disregard.
दूसरा
I
मिशन है.
attempted an
वो करना
informal
है.
greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
इसमें मॉनिटर में मैं आवाज़ वगैरह कम करके रख देता हूँ. अभी देखते क्या है. हैंग मत हो.
About time you showed up. All right, I want to know what's going on. I've been trying to get Delgado's attention for, I don't know, 3 years now. And what do I get? Nothing but radio silence.
रुको, मैं टर्बो मोड चालू कर देता हूँ.
Then out of nowhere, just when Neva and I are closing in on a huge score of our own, Delgado orders me to help you out.
Okay, I'm just following Delgado's order, or you should be happy. Delgado is including you at all.
Well, I'll be damned. Someone from the fleet finally agrees with me about something. It's a goddamn miracle. So Neva's message said you were here for Dombrowski. Was that all she
Dombrowski.
sent you here to do? Or was there something else you were sent here to steal? Fine. Have it your way. Apparently, you have everything under control. So why are you targeting a Gaul Bank exec anyway? Not exactly your average Crimson Fleet prey. Why the interest? His credentials. So you're hitting the Gaul Bank branch in New Atlantis. Nice score, very lucrative and very dangerous. If you're going after a gold mine like that, I'll want to come along for the ride, or you're not getting near Dombrowski.
I don't see a way around a little quid pro quo.
You're insulting my intelligence. Delgado wouldn't send you all the way out here without specifically telling you what you're allowed to offer. I'll tell you what, though. I'm gonna make this extremely inexpensive for you. In fact, you don't have to offer me a single credit. I don't want money. I want back into the Crimson Fleet. It's as
अच्छा
simple as that.
क्या करेगा वापस आके मैं ही अंडर कवर इधर Yeah, you're in no position to go right now. Just too vegetable. But it is up to him.
That's a disturbing way to put it. But I suppose that's the best offer I'm gonna get, so
हाँ
I'll
अभी के
take
लिए
it.
तो यही ऑफर ले सकता है तू ज़्यादा
Dombrowski's a
कुछ नहीं बोल सकता मैं
full-timer aboard the
क्या
Siren of
बोलेगा
the
उसके साथ
Stars.
में
Probably spends more time cruising the space lanes than actually working. Fortunately, the Siren is hosting the Tehran Preservation Society charity gala. Larry won't be able to resist showing off his VIP clout. To get what you need, you're gonna have to attend the gala, talk to his fellow philanthropists, and dig up some dirt.
Looks like we got a party to crash. And I left my tux and tails in my other ship.
yeah, so
Yeah, well, lucky for you, it's not black tie, so you'll be fine. This card will allow you to access the Starfield ballroom. If you need my help, I'll be relaxing in one of the upper-level lounges.
upper level lunch
Head
okay,
inside
ठीक है
and mingle with the crowd. No one likes Dombrowski, so they'll be more than happy to share his dirty secrets. He's a VIP executive, which means he either worked really, really hard using blood, sweat, and tears to make the arduous climb to the top, or he backstabbed, lied, cheated, and betrayed his way up the corporate ladder. From what I've heard, it's the second option.
okay.
Well, you better learn quick. Oh, there's one last thing. Trident equips all of their starliners with the latest acoustic threat detection, meaning that you lose patience and kill anyone aboard the ship, security will be alerted and all hell will break loose. Anyway, I suppose that's enough to get you started. Good luck.
ठीक है देख लेते हैं क्या कर सकते हैं किसी को मारना नहीं है ठीक है what's the deal with this
They claim their goal is to celebrate the soul of the Earth, the culture, the people, and the ideals of the past. In their minds, Earth is now dead, which is why they feel that preservation of its remaining aspects is so important.
Earth is dead
In reality,
सालो
this is what happens when
उसकी वाट
folks
लगे
with
ऊपर
far
दूसरे
too much time
planets पे गए
and far too much
उसकी वाट
money
लगाने
get together to make themselves feel like they're contributing to society. Oh, I know plenty. Been tracking that beauty for months. Neva and I were working out something. Hey, wait a minute. Don't tell me she's sending you after the award alone. Yeah? And I suppose it's just a coincidence you happen to be asking me about the very thing Neva and I agreed to steal together. I can't believe she's trying to cut me out of this deal. Without me, the award never would have ended up here in the first place. I spent months manipulating the Terran Preservation Society into hosting their gala affair aboard the Siren of the Stars. I had to arrange the event to make sure that the award was aboard the ship. Neva said she'd do the rest. When I got a message about Dubrovsky, I assumed she'd be tagging along to steal the award. But looks like she sent you in her place.
Okay, रुको.
She told you to hold that over my head, did she? Oh, that witch. Fine, I'll help. But you're doing all the legwork, and I'm still taking my cut of the payout. So tell me, what's the status of your plan? I once saw Neva strip down a UC security ship and
Alright.
sell the
Sorry,
parts
calls
back to
थे
the
तो यही
UC
करना
through
पड़ा.
a
यही
shell
करना पड़ा.
company. If that doesn't put your concerns to rest, I don't know what will. Now tell me, what about the status of your plan? How can I help? Okay, then let me point you to the person in charge of the award. Her name's Sheila Holbrook, and you can probably find her in the Starfield
Sheila.
ballroom. I'd press her to reveal where the award's hidden, and we can go from there. And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on poor Miss Holbrook, remember that any gunfire is gonna set off the ship's alarms. As long as you remember that I'm getting paid my cut, I'll help you with anything you want. What's the status of your plan? Oh, and while you're at the gala, avoid the canapes. They're frozen, not fresh.
Okay. यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं है एक्टिव. ये अंकल किधर जाना है?
I could really bend your ear when you got a moment. I don't know about you, but a fella could do a lot worse in Constellation.
Shh! Listen. Can't hear the engines, can you? You're not going to find better-tuned engines anywhere else in the settled systems.
This is one of Trident's top-of-the-line vessels. Hell of a ship, isn't it?
क्या क्या बक कर रहे वे?
There is nothing quite like the view from the Starview ball.
चलो पिल्लू आएगी 4:30 बजे तो उसको लेने जाना है, वैन आएगी उसकी। ओ जानिया वे, ओ बेलिया वे, समझो ना उसको, समझो ना। समझो ना कुछ तो समझो ना। आलम बेताबियों का कैसे तुमको बताएं, दिल की बहकी धाराएं चाहे तुमको ही चाहे।
Please remain in desert. Don't forget to keep your Starview pass handy at all times, or you won't have access.
ये गाला है। ओए ओए ओए, किधर जाना है? Excuse me. Excuse me again.
Is this important? I don't have a lot of time for idle nonsense.
क्या बोल रहे हैं आंटी? आंटी ये क्या अंकल है भाई? अंकल के थोड़े पे आंटी बिठा दिए उन्होंने।
Yes, I'm extremely busy preparing for the award ceremony, so this better be important. Yes, I am. Actually, I've been entrusted with the transfer of the award for the last 7 of its 9 years. Why do you ask? In my cabin? Oh, please. Why would I do something so foolish? I'll have you know that the award is locked inside the master safe, located at the purser's office. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much more important things on my agenda than to speak to the likes of you.
Okay, चल काम हो गया। नहीं जी था।
The society chair has really outdone herself this time.
I've done this particular cruise run several
इधर लेके जा
times,
रहा है।
and I can assure you that the route is quite safe.
इधर आ गया।
Have you tried the canopies? Horrid. Positively horrid.
Quite a lovely starliner. Nothing but the best for the society, huh? Dombrowski is married to some poor woman that he constantly leaves behind in New Atlantis when he goes on his business trips. The society was founded about 8 years ago by Carl S.A. Worthington, a prominent businessman from New Atlantis. It's for the society's high rollers. If you don't have more than 8 figures in your account, I wouldn't even bother going after the award. Haven't we already talked about this?
ठीक है चल.
Well, that was boring.
So, what brings you aboard? Hello, are you a member of the society? When you join, they send you a small chunk of rock from the earth itself. I keep mine on my desk. Larry has an A-level executive rating over at Galbank, which means he has access to everyone's accounts at the touch of a button.
क्या बात है?
This is going to be the 9th Earth Savior Award ceremony, but the first time it's ever been held aboard a Starliner. That's all then? Okay.
ठीक है. Auto-assist.
An open bar would have been nice, but Trident's gouging us for every credit we've got.
Hello.
Any complaint? In the event of a lockdown, remember to return to your cabin in a quiet and orderly fashion.
चल एक. अरे इतना टाइम क्यों लेता है लोड होने के लिए? और उठे तेरा सोआ कौन तेरे पाए.
Hey, when you get a moment, can we talk?
चुपे. हाँ मोमेंट मिलेगा तो टॉक करेंगे. अभी नहीं. अभी चुप. साला इतना बात कौन
You gotta
करता है?
admit, this is something else. So much obvious extravagance you could choke on it. Yeah, wow. If people saw how good these, when the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
ये साइड में जाओ. फिर इधर जाओ. फिर इधर से नीचे जाओ. हाँ? आई? ये इधर को जाओ. फिर इधर से इधर को जाओ. घुमाओ. फिर इधर से ये दरवाजा खोलो. इधर को जाओ.
Glad to have you aboard. Welcome to the purser's office. I'm Chief Purser Murata. How can I be of assistance today? Oh, absolutely. The safe is magnetically sealed and shielded with multiple layers of fully damage-resistant, vacuum-proof plating. In the unlikely event our vessel is boarded and the threat detection alarm is triggered, the safe will be permanently sealed until it reaches port. In the even more unlikely event this ship is destroyed, we can assure you that your loved ones will be able to recover your goods from the wreckage. So, as you can imagine, your property will be completely secure until you decide to retrieve them from our safe. An excellent question. My responsibilities include all of the Siren's financial, customs, and commercial goods transfers. Honestly, I really enjoy the work. I get to meet people at every port of call instead of being constantly stuck below decks.
क्या बात?
I've only seen it briefly myself, but I can assure you that it's quite lovely. Unfortunately, the item is locked inside of our safe, which can only be accessed by presenting an appropriate claim ID. Is there anything else I can assist you with today? Well, if you change your mind, I'll be here. Have a wonderful trip. I'm sorry. It's against Trident policy to discuss our personal feelings towards a fellow crewmate. I don't want to lose my job. Why should I tell you? Sorry, but I can't. There's nothing to talk about. I've already made myself clear. I hope I can trust you. Maybe we can work something out.
क्या भाई? ये क्या बात है?
Not happening. I appreciate your interest, but I'm forbidden to disclose any personal information. It's not about money, it's about my career. I get fired from Trident, that's it for me. Back to scrubbing tables at the Terra Brew. No problem. Is there anything else I can help you with today? An excellent question. My responsibilities include, honestly, I'm sorry. It's against Trident policy to discuss our personal feelings towards a fellow crewmate. It's not about money, it's a... Please let me know if there's anything I can do to make your stay more comfortable. Please let me know if your voyage is... Oh, absolutely! The safe is magnetically sealed and shielded with multiple layers of fully damage-resistant, vacuum-proof plating. In the unlikely event our vessel is boarded and the threat detection alarm is triggered, the safe will be permanently sealed until it reaches port. In the even more unlikely event this ship is destroyed, we can assure you that... So, as you can imagine, your property... I'm sorry, it's against Trident policy. No problem. Don't forget to tell your friends how much you enjoy the cruise.
Are you training for some sort of weightlifting competition? I could really bend your ear when you got a moment. Man, the galaxy's too big to be stuck in the same place. I'd appreciate your advice. After our last talk, I was really worried. what you'd say, but I always feel better. Thank you. Cora's grandpa, good old Jacob, well, he just will not, and that's complicated. Right you are.
अभी इधर जाओ, यहाँ से बाहर जाओ। थोड़ा सा गलत हो गया ना परस्यूट करने के लिए, परस्यूट कर देते तो अच्छा रहता था। जाने की जिद ना करो, यूं ही पहलू में बैठे रहो। आज जाने की जिद ना करो।
Please remember to obey all posted safety and mustering instructions.
Must you continue these unwelcome interruptions? I'm a very busy woman. Probably in a few days. I don't want the award transfer to actually occur until we're safely in orbit at our destination. Of course, if I keep getting interrupted, the ceremony might never take place at all. Not at all. I was assured that this particular ship was outfitted with the absolute latest and cutting-edge security. I am completely confident that Trident Luxury Lines will keep all of us safe. Excuse me? And why in goodness name would I do something as foolish as that? And why in goodness name would I possibly agree to that ridiculous demand? I wish I could, but if anybody found out I told you... maybe we can still work something out. I'd like to think so. I'd like to tell you. I really would. Oh, just take the damn thing already. Listen, maybe you can keep this between us. If the award goes missing, there's no need for the insurance company to get involved.
क्या बात है, कैसे ही दे दिया?
If you have any specific requests, please speak to one of the crew's attendants.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events aboard the Starlight.
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
That award is such a joke. It's for members of the society to pat their own backs for spending the most money on the cause. Donations to the society can be debited from my bank account on a monthly basis. I barely have to lift a finger to help. I don't know why Larry's attending this event. He could care less about any planet. let alone the Earth. Nice to have met you.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Yeah, can we do this later? I'm busy.
Here for business or pleasure?
Hello? Are you... Let's put it this way. He's screwed over so many people, if he suddenly disappeared from the universe, I don't think anyone would miss him. Don't forget to donate to the cause.
An open bar would have been nice. Trident's gouging us for the credit we've got.
I'm sorry, but unless you're reporting a security situation, I need to get back to my duties.
Optional ask society patrons about Larry. एक को तो पूछ लिया ना, और कौन?
Have you tried the canapes? Horrid. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Larry likes to drop overly complex words into conversations. I'm sure he knows that it annoys people, but he does it anyway. The Society is such a worthy cause. What could be more important than the preservation of the Earth's spirit? Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified trophy, you'd think it was her own child. Enjoy the rest of the event.
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it? So, he's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning. I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about it.
Okay. Where is Claudia?
Nice to have met you.
Where is Claudia? तुम ही सोचो तुम ही सोचो जरा क्यों न रोके तुम्हें जान जाती है जब उठ के जाते हो तुम जान जाती है जब उठ के जाते हो तुमको अपनी कसम जान जा बात इतनी मेरी मान लो आज जाने की जिद ना करो आज जाने
I could really bend your ear when you got a moment. I hope Cora doesn't get too much underfoot.
यूं ही पहलू में बैठे रहो तो क्लाउडिया ओ क्लाउडिया
Sorry, do I know you? Okay, wait, are you seriously... Are you trying to pick me up? Look, I appreciate the compliment, but I'm already seeing someone, and my partner doesn't like competition. He gets very jealous. His wife? Oh, for the love of God. I told Larry to keep his big mouth shut, but did he listen? No. He had to impress his friends and treat me like a trophy. Look, I've been in this business for a long time, and I know how this game works, so let's skip all the banter and get it over with. What's it gonna take to make us both happy? You're not very bright, are you? I'm a grade C3 exec at Galbank. That means my credentials get me into 2 places, the front door and the ladies' room. If that's all you really want, you're certainly welcome to them. If I give you dirt on that son of a bitch Dombrowski, all I'm doing is endangering myself. Why would I do that? That's true. You have come this far already. Yeah, sure you are. And I'm the Princess of Jemison. You want to try any more bullshit? Yeah, you could be right.
Searcher. If you cooperate, Dombrowski has no way out of this. You might.
Is that supposed to be some sort of threat? Not smart. Not smart at all. You know what? Forget it. The price of doing business by slinging mud is way too steep. What else you got? You're willing to pay me to give you dirt on Larry? Sorry, I thought I'd end up on the short end of the deal. You know, this whole thing really pisses me off. Larry and I had the perfect scheme where thousands of credits all worked out, and then he goes and flushes the whole thing down the toilet.
You know, if I had a credit for every time I heard a criminal say I had the perfect scheme all worked out, I'd be a damn millionaire.
Yeah, well, it was perfect. Foolproof. Until I trusted that asshole. Oh, angry isn't even the right word. The plan was solid. Larry got together with myself and this other guy, Gabriel Vera. He's some bigwig over at UC Security. I doctored the transactions, Larry wiped them off the system, and Vera kept the legal pressure off of us. We were scamming Galbank for months. It was going well until I discovered Larry was cheating everyone by changing each transaction in his favor before deleting them.
क्या बात है?
I wish I had some. Maybe you should try talking to Gabriel Vera. He should be around here somewhere. If he doesn't want to cooperate, just mention my name. That should grab his attention. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Okay.
What, are you writing a damn novel? Fine. Vera works for UC Security, so he kept a lookout on their commnet for any Galbank chatter. I guess you could call him our early warning system. And Dombrowski made sure that all of the crypto manipulation I was working on didn't turn up in Galbank's automatic audits. You need top clearance for that kind of access, so we had to cut him in, whether we liked it or not. What do you think is going on? I'm using that gullible idiot to get what I want. If I have to squash him on my way to the top, then so be it. Let's get one thing straight. Larry Dombrowski's no saint. He deserves everything that's coming to him.
Hey, if that's what it takes to bring him down, why not?
Dombrowski is a piece of human garbage. He'd stab you in the back for table scraps, then stab you again to steal dessert. The plan's always been to milk the guy for everything he's worth, and then leave him in the dust. Not bad for a lowly Galbank worker drone, right? I wrote a computer algorithm that basically creates a randomized number of false ghost credits that mimic the crypto key of actual credits. Then the algorithm simply passes the ghost credits to whatever legit transfers that the bank transacts. The genuine credits enter a dummy account. The best part is that I also alter the crypto keys as the real cash flows into our accounts. By the time it lands in our pockets, the creds are clean. So, on paper, it appears that all of the bank's transactions are covered, when it's really just our ghosted dummy creds. Genius, right? I hope you heard Dombrowski. Nail his ass right to the wall.
Gabriel? किधर है Gabriel? Okay. पुनः तुमको अपनी एक समझा तुम ही सोचो जरा क्यों न रोके तुम्हें
The ship's purser can assist with any matters regarding the security of your items.
ये है Gabriel Vora.
Here for business or pleasure?
Hello. You here for the charity event? Oh, absolutely. I'm a firm believer that attending these types of events tends to absolve one of their sins and cleanse their soul. But something tells me you're not really here to discuss the event. What did you really want to talk about? Oh, I'm afraid that's a bit outside my wheelhouse. I work for UC Security, so I don't think I could be of much help. I have nothing to do with Galbank. Claudia sent you, did she? Look, friend, I don't know if you're just a little drunk, maybe a touch crazy, or both. Whatever you think you know about me, you're dead wrong. So back off.
Really well done. You almost sounded believable. Almost.
Just in case you weren't aware, I am the authorities. Anything you try to report will boil down to your word against mine. And since I work for UC Security, who do you think people will believe?
You got time for a quick chat? I'd appreciate it when you're able.
Get the hell away from me before I have you arrested.
What a lovely start.
I saw your little exchange with Vera. Keep that up and I guarantee that imbecile's gonna demand that you be arrested. Which is why he's threatening you. That makes sense. We need hard evidence of their scheme. It's gonna be tricky. The problem is he's not gonna talk to you in public. We need to get Vera isolated so he'll spill everything he knows. Maybe, but if something goes wrong and he's able to raise an alarm, we're sunk. With all of these wealthy patrons aboard, the ship is crawling with security. Yeah, that's smart. Kill Vera, or anyone else involved in his conspiracy, and then Dombrowski heads for the hills. Besides, you really want to ace a member of UC Security and have them breathing down your neck? You'll be the top story on SSNN. No, there has to be a safer way. Smart. If there's an emergency, standard practice is for all passengers to clear the decks and report to their cabins for lockdown. I think the best chance we have would be to tamper with the life support sensors. Manipulate a few controls and you can fool the monitoring system into thinking there's a life support failure. And there you have your emergency. This is one of Trident's premier starliners. That means it has the best of everything, including a triple redundancy life support system. They installed a backup for the backup. Luckily for us, it will still trip an emergency and everyone will have to return to their quarters until I sound the all clear, which I won't.
Just pointing out that life support supports life, like you and me. This is great.
Don't worry. It'll be as easy as it was mingling with the guests at the party. Just throw a few lousy switches and you're done. One more thing. If Chief Engineer Sundin gives you any trouble, tell him I'll erase that gambling debt he owes me. I prefer you use that as a last resort, but hey, what's the harm in losing a few credits when I'm on the brink of rejoining the fleet, right? Anyway, I better start packing. Things are getting hot around here, and won't be long before Trident figures out you had help. There's access to the crew section that you can reach through the Starview ballroom. Chief Sundin should be there, wasting time at his station as usual. Have fun with that guy. He's a real piece of work. Once you're past Sundin, just look for the room marked Environmental Control. Everything you need is inside. All passengers are instructed to immediately report to their cabins. That way we keep the halls clear and avoid a panic. Fortunately for us, all of the passenger cabin doors will automatically unlock. This is normally to ensure the crew can check cabins quickly and without interference. But in our case, it's like having an all-access pass. As long as you remember that I'm getting paid my cut, I'll help you with anything you want. What's the status of your plan? Seriously, you have the claim ID and you're stumped as to what's next. Take the ID to the purser's office. The system should let you retrieve the award from the safe. Couldn't be any simpler. Don't you have somewhere to be?
Glad you're here when you got a moment. You're here when you got a moment. You need something?
On behalf of Trident Luxury
You got time
Lines,
for a quick chat?
I'd like to
I
welcome
appreciate
you
it when you're
aboard.
able.
On behalf of Trident Luxury Lines, I'd like to welcome you aboard. Have a safe journey.
You gotta drop some of that. When you get a moment, can we talk?
Remember to return to your cabin in a quiet and orderly fashion.
The society chair has really outdone herself this time.
Hold up. This area is off limits to passengers.
Wait a second. You're Captain Rocco's guest, right? Didn't expect to see you down here. Sorry to give you trouble. What can I do for you? I'm the Siren's chief engineer. Trident put me in charge of the entire tech team. We do our best to keep the ship running smoothly and efficiently. Of course, this beauty is a cutting-edge piece of spacecraft design. Almost everything has triple redundancy, like the life support system. Unfortunately, that means there's quite a bit of downtime. Could be worse though, right? Yeah, a little. A few of the techs call this deck the dungeon. I think you can see why. Not exactly Starliner-class comfort down here. Don't get me wrong, the quiet gives me time to gather my thoughts, catch up on work, and all that, but I'd rather work on the bridge. Oh, sorry, that area's off limits. No exceptions. Oh, really? Well, that changes things quite a bit. Tell you what, I'm just going to step out for a bit and stretch my legs. Maybe you can hold this for me while I'm away? Honestly, he's a seasoned ship captain. He told me he was a long hauler for years, and the experience shows. Only thing is, he's always talking about trade deals and plans for get-rich-quick schemes. It's all the guy ever thinks about. Why he decided to be a Starliner captain, I'll never know. It's almost like he craves being around money. Tell you what, though, for someone that loves credit so much, he sure doesn't mind gambling them when we play cards. A little. A few of the techs call this deck the dungeon. I think you can see why. Not exactly Starliner-class comfort down here. Don't get me wrong, the quiet gives me time to gather my thoughts, catch up on work, and all that, but I'd rather work on the bridge. I'm the Siren's chief engineer. Trident put me in charge of the entire tech team. We do our best to keep the ship running smoothly and efficiently. Of course, this beauty is a cutting-edge piece of spacecraft design. Almost everything has triple redundancy, like the life support system. Unfortunately, that means there's quite a bit of downtime. Could be worse though, right? Whatever you do, don't break anything, or I'll be out of a job.
Looks like a ship. appreciate it.
May I have your attention,
Hey,
please?
good to see you.
The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
I was wondering if you were the cause of the ship-wide emergency. It's time you stop playing games and tell me why you're here. You're working for Ikande's little anti-pirating outfit? So what? I have nothing to do with the Crimson Fleet. And even if I suddenly decided to stay loyal to the OUC, why would I possibly want to incriminate myself by handing over evidence? Claudia said that. You sure? Damn it! That means my money's already gone. And Dombrowski's going to walk away with a fortune. I'd love to see the bastard fry. But if I give you that information and it falls into the wrong hands, I could end up in jail. Dombrowski had the authorization to wipe out records on Galbank's system without raising any red flags. I let Claudia talk me into that. She said she had him wrapped around her finger. Apparently, she was wrong. Oh, I've got everything you're gonna need. This is a one-stop shop for you. We're talking a slate loaded with dates, account numbers, ID scans, even an audio recording. It was my little insurance policy in case the shit hit the fan. There's a solid enough trail here to send Dombrowski straight to jail.
attention, please.
At least I walk away with something. All right, you have yourself a deal. Here, with this slate and this recording to tie it all together, you'll be able to nail his ass to the wall. He'll do whatever you want. Just remember that you promised to leave me out of it. Well, since Claudia has been spending time disgustingly close to Dombrowski, I think she's suffered enough. On the other hand, I've got very, very special plans for Larry. I have some friends that can, well, let's just say, take care of the problem. That's if you leave him alive, of course. We'll just have to wait and see. I wasn't lying when I said I didn't know anything about your undercover work, if that's what you're trying to imply. All I can tell you is that there's more than a few people at Mast who find Commander Akande to be a huge pain in the ass. I mean, the UC is aware that the Crimson Fleet is a problem, but it pales in comparison to the issues with the Freestar Collective. Akande's loaded with big-picture ideas, but not a ton of evidence to put them into action. And frankly, it's driving my superiors crazy. Wait a moment. Are you telling me that this scheme is getting so out of hand, it also involves the Crimson Fleet? That's all I need right now. Enemies on two fronts. Just because I'm helping you nail Dombrowski doesn't mean I'm turning my back on UC security. How else am I going to ensure that he ends up behind bars when all this comes crashing down? No. You can leave me out of your merry little band of pirates, thank you very much. You better tell Dombrowski to run, because if you don't kill him, I will.
There's no cause for alarm. I'm sure this is just a minor malfunction or a drill.
Well, well. You must be the one who's been accosting Claudia and Gabriel. I'm uncertain what you hope to accomplish here, but it appears we should rapidly enter into some sort of negotiation.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared
Au
a
contraire,
ship-wide
my
emergency.
misguided
Please
friend.
report to your
There's
cabins
a
in an
bargain
orderly
that needs to be
fashion
hammered out,
remain there
and you
until
will
receive
listen to
further
the facts
instructions.
before we proceed. First, it's clear that you've obtained insider knowledge of my arrangement to defraud Galbank. The means and the method, perhaps, but not the motive. And second, I'm going to hypothesize that my compatriots are despondent regarding their share and have assisted you with this endeavor, Since we're speaking and I'm not at the reporting end of a bullet, this leads me to conclude that you desire something personal from me. I see. Well, that certainly places a damper on our negotiations. Perhaps I can hasten my diatribe to temper your violence-ridden contribution. In blunt terms, You have compromising materials about me in your possession. The only thing I have to offer in return are my GalBank credentials. I assume that's what you've been angling for all along?
You know, when my number gets called up, I hope I handle it like this guy. I'm impressed, really.
All passengers, may I have
Obviously,
your
that wouldn't be
attention,
my
please?
preference, but I have
The
little
captain has
choice.
declared a ship-wide
Though
emergency.
Larry Dombrowski
Please
will be
report to your cabins in an
mysteriously
orderly
vanishing
and
after
remain
this
there until
cruise,
you
and
receive
possession of the
further
credentials
instructions.
becomes ludicrous at that point. Well, I'm surprised you even posed that question at all. The answer is quite obvious. The last thing I'd want to do at this point is call attention to myself. Oh, it was actually a rather easy deduction to make. It's the only thing of significant value that I still have in my possession. It appears we've reached an accord. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me simplify that for you. It sounds like we have a deal. Oh, of course, I trust you'll understand if I ask for us to avoid any further contact. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to formulate how I'm going to utterly ruin two very annoying business associates. Good day.
When the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
All pass. Passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
I'd appreciate your advice. After our last talk, I was really worried what you'd say, but I always feel better. Thank you. Cora's grandpa? And that's complicated. Good to know I'm not alone thinking that. My early years, my mother died when I was 7. Me, I mean... I've got some stuff on my mind when you have the time. You got time for a quick chat? I'd appreciate it when you're able.
No! Please!
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency.
We'll get away. Hear me? Don't let us take the ship.
Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Mess with me and my friend? Ha! Never wise to be my word. Everything's good. In the head. You don't need a gun to take you.
When the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat. Any day you make it through is a victory in my book.
I was wondering if you were the cause of the ship-wide emergency. It's time you stop playing games and tell me why you're here.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there
You
until
want
you
me
receive further
to help you? Are you completely out of your mind? I help you by handing over evidence, and I end up incriminating myself. Why would I do that? Claudia said that. You sure? Damn it! That means my money's already gone. And Dombrowski's going to walk away with a fortune. I'd love to see the bastard fry. But if I give you that information and it falls into the wrong hands, I could end up in jail. Oh, I've got everything you're gonna need. This is a one-stop shop for you. We're talking a slate loaded with dates, account numbers, ID scans, even an audio recording. It was my little insurance policy in case the shit hit the fan. There's a solid enough trail here to send Dombrowski straight to jail. Dombrowski had the authorization to wipe out records on Galbank's. I let Claudia talk me into that. She said, at least I walk away with something. All right, you have yourself a deal. Here, with this slate and this record, just remember that you Well, since Claudia has been spending time disgustingly close to Dombrowski, on the other hand, that's if you leave him. You better
Please
tell
report
Dombrowski
to your
to run.
cabins in an
Because if
orderly
you don't
fashion
tell him,
and remain there until you receive further instructions.
How do you even manage to carry all that? When the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat. I must confess, the hum of a grab drive makes me feel alive.
This ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your cabin immediately.
Well, well. You must be the one who's been accosting Claudia and Gabriel. I'm uncertain what you hope to accomplish here, but it appears we should rapidly enter into some sort of negotiation.
Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there
Excellent,
until you receive
excellent.
further
So,
instructions.
before we begin, let's review the facts. First, it's clear that you've obtained insider knowledge. And second, I'm going to hypothesize that my compatriots are despondent regarding their share and have assisted you. Since we're speaking and I'm not at the reporting end of a bullet, I pride myself on having an intensely thorough education, though I'd hardly call myself a professor. Though I'm sure that your compliment also meant you were having trouble understanding what I've been saying. In blunt terms, I assume that's what you've been angling for all along?
You know, when my number gets called up,
Obviously, that wouldn't be my preference, but I have... Though Larry Dombrowski will be mysteriously vanishing after this cruise, and possession of the credentials becomes ludicrous at that point.
All passengers, may I have your attention,
How
please?
do I know you won't report references?
Well, I'm surprised you even posed that question. The last thing I want to do at this point is call...
Until you receive
Oh, it
further
was actually a rather
instructions.
easy deduction. It's the only thing of significant value that I still... It appears we've reached an accord. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me simplify that for you. It sounds like we have a deal. Oh, of course, I trust you'll understand if I ask for us to avoid any further contact. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to formulate how I'm going to utterly ruin two very annoying business associates. Good day.
You got time for a quick chat? I'd appreciate it when you're able.
अबे चुप बे. टाइम फॉर क्विक चैट ऐसे बीच में आता है क्या कभी?
No!
You made that look easy.
No! Please!
Well, they don't need it.
Got me! I can't! Get up! Get up! I can't do this! I can't see! I'm out of here!
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared an emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion until you receive further instructions.
Things are looking good for you!
I need some help here!
Fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Where'd he run off to?
You can't catch them all.
You messed with the wrong person! My eyes! My eyes! Ah!
Should have given up when you had the chance!
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
way this time.
Hello.
क्या ये?
Couldn't resist the urge, could you? All hell's breaking loose across the Siren and the UC's on its way. We don't have long. Well, this isn't the road I would have taken, but hey, you got the job done. You're crazy. You know that.
Report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
I'm pretty sure he didn't ask you to turn his Starliner into a bloodbath. But then again, I bet he didn't say not to either. I'm glad you feel that way. Just remember to tell Delgado how much I pitched in to help. You know, I'm still wondering exactly what you needed those credentials for. You feel like telling me, partner?
कपड़े घालना. I'm not sure that's good idea. We are hunting down. I want to tell you, but Diego will kill me if I did. You mean you have figured out on your own?
I usually have a nose for these things. Whatever the case may be.
ठीक है, मैं तेरे को दिखाता है.
Of course. I understand completely. Anyway, I suppose there's nothing stopping me from rejoining the fleet now. It's been a long time coming. I owe you one, Dover Beach. Don't worry, it's not an insult. It's a very old Russian word for comrade. It's what I intend to call you from now on, so get used to it.
The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins
Yeah,
in
I'm
an
a
orderly
bit short in
fashion
that department
and remain
myself.
there until you receive
Perhaps I
further
can pay you
instructions.
back later in some other way. Just look for me on the key, and I'll see what I can do. All right, we better get out of here before Trident sends rescue ships to investigate. Hopefully, the next time we meet, we'll be aboard the key.
I am no longer detecting enemy activity in this area.
थोड़ा रेकलेस था. उसके साथ में डील करके निकल जाना चाहिए था बस. वो पहले वाले को मारा उस.
Board's green. Ready for what comes next.
What the hell?
I've got some stuff on my mind. When you have the time.
अरे बच्चू किधर गई? तेरे लिए कुछ है अपने पास शायद.
You keep installing new cool things in your ship. It's like Christmas every day. I read. I look around the ship, but no touching. Dad lets me do all sorts of stuff on his ship. But he said I have to be respectful on your ship. But I could try to fix things if you ask. Hint, hint. You can ask. I promise I'll be good.
Okay. ठीक है चल
Bye.
बस ठीक है चल हट रे अबे हटना बाजू येडे बाजू हट पे लैंड कर दे कौन सा बैंक है देखते तू ही ये मुझको बता दे चाहूं मैं या ना आंखों आंखों में जता दे चाहूं मैं या ना बसी कभी पहले हुई ना थी ख्वाहिशें किसी से भी मिलने की ना की थी कोशिशें उलझन मेरी सुलझा दे चाहूं मैं या ना ओ आंखों आंखों में जता दे चाहूं मैं या ना मंजिले रुसवा है खोया है रास्ता काश तू ऐसे आए जैसे कोई दुआ तू मेरी अमानत है तू मेरी जमानत है अब की बारी तो संकेत आगे कमल
Problem? You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving.
अपने कर्म की कर दाए
Okay. No bounty.
अटता नहीं कुछ भी भाई बन रहा है तू हो रहा हूँ बन रहा है तू यारा
I used to be an actuary. Now look at me.
सोनिए हीरिए तेरी याद आंदी है सीने विच तड़पदा है दिल जान जांदी है तू ही जिंद मेरी है दिल दा करार नी तू ही जिंद मेरी है दिल दा करार तू अज तैन रब दा वास्ता थोड़ी कदम तेरा
You know I went to chef's school.
Reported accident. Business has never been business.
तू अज तैन रब दा वास्ता सोनिए हीरिए तेरी याद आंदी है
Something to report?
सीने विच तड़पता है दिल जान जांदी है किन्न तैनू चावा
I believe the UC just wrote us off like that.
तेरे नाल कित्ती जिंदगी जदों तू मिलेगी तैनू दसांगे तेरे नाल मेरी है कितनी तू ही जिंद मेरी है दिल दा करार नी तू ही जिंद मेरी है दिल दा करार तू अज तैन रब दा वास्ता थोड़ी कदम तेरा रास्ता
You didn't hear this from me. Not those egotic mercenaries.
The factions use them sometimes. Freestar Collective and UC both. It's why they give them a wide berth. Ask me, those murdering assholes should be blasted into space dust.
कन्नावे घर आ जावे डोलावे घर आ जावे तेरी आंख में चल बाजना तेरी दिल तो जावे कन्नावे घर आ जावे डोलावे घर आ जावे मेरे दिल दिया सोनिया माहिया सजना डोल सिपाहिया रचना पैणु सीने लागे तेरे वांजो दिल घबराइया चन्नावे घर आ जावे डोलावे घर आ जावे नोडीजी पैक सारे एक साथ यूज कर लिए इतना दूर आके भी फिर से आँखें हैं भरी भरी और तुम मुस्कुराने की बात करते हैं। जिंदगी का फलसफा और तुम मेरे हालात ऐसे हैं कि मैं कुछ कर नहीं सकता, तड़पता है ये दिल लेकिन
Huh. Well, isn't this a pleasant surprise?
जिस्म है धुआं धुआं और तुम
I hadn't expected to run into you again.
looks like you're still hard at work.
Yes, well, I had good reason to be distressed. You had already helped me establish that there is something unprecedented going on with this tree. Now my superiors have been made aware. There is growing concern. Oh my, a bit of an unintentional pun, isn't that? Well, concern that things are going to get worse. The data we gathered points to a definitive trend. The vibrations coming from this tree are increasing in strength and frequency. Because we've never seen this before, not on this scale, we have absolutely no idea what the upper limit is. We don't know when or even if this will stop. It's imperceptible by normal human standards now, but given time. While I hesitate to speculate on the possibilities, well, none of them are good. You are not the first to suggest it. However, until I have all the data and a clear picture of what's going on, I am not willing to concede the point. There is data regarding other, younger members of the species. Unfortunately, there are some, shall we say, personal issues with acquiring it. Personnel issues, if you understand me.
Let me guess.
What? No, that is ridiculous. I am a professional. One of the other researchers in MAST, Emilio Hadek, has research I believe could be vital to my work here. He and I don't see eye to eye, and so far he's refused to turn it over to me. I'm hoping that if someone else were to ask, he might be more inclined to relinquish it. What do you say?
Hello. आले अरे आन आई थांबा मला विचारायचं नाही
I don't mean to be rude, but the sooner I can analyze that data, the better. You do recall that this is something of a time-sensitive matter, don't you?
अच्छा रुकिए, अभी क्या करते हैं हम यहाँ पे ना रोक देते हैं और बाकी का जो है वो बाद में करते हैं, ठीक है। तब तक के लिए मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट टाइम। ध्यान रखिए, ख्याल रखिए, मिलते हैं कल। तब तक के लिए हैव अ वेरी गुड।